harvest grapes, heap them in baskets high. Build a sukkah covered in leaves, open to the sky, for now that the harvest is in. Hallelujah, 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 we sing. Cut down the golden wheat, bind it in sturdy sheaves, so pluck off the ripest grapes, heap them in baskets high. Build a sukkah covered in leaves, open to the sky, 'cause now that the harvest is in. Hallelujah, 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 we sing.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. It's wonderful to have everyone here. We didn't know, it was very touch and go. But we're here, we're outside. This is likely our last Park and Pray of the year. We can already feel it. Did anyone notice this week that it's no longer summer, that now it's fall? Buffalo was perfectly on schedule. As soon as it turned fall, the weather got bad, right? It was just on schedule. So we're very lucky tonight. We have State Assembly person Karen McMahon with us, who's going to present to Cantor Frank in the middle of the service. And we have our lulavs and etrogs here. And of course, we have our immediate past president, Bruce Corris, to welcome you.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to our first fall Shabbat service, Erev Shabbat service. And how fortunate we are that we can be outside. As the rabbi said, he didn't quite say it correctly. This is our last official Park and Pray of the year. Doesn't mean it's our last one. Because you know that Cantor loves to be outside if the weather is a little inclement. She loves to bundle up out here. No, in all seriousness, I know we're going to 7 o'clock next week. It cools off a little bit. If we have a beautiful fall day, you know what we're going to do. So anyway, enjoy tonight's service. Thank you to Assemblywoman McMahon for joining us. And mazel tov again to the Cantor on her award. And I will be back with the announcements coming up. Lot of stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks. And in the meantime, oh, look at them. Bundled up like it's like winter. It's beautiful out here. Look at Chris. Seriously. We're not in Alaska. Anyway, Shabbat Shalom. Enjoy the service. And I'll be back with the announcements a little later.
Thank you, Bruce. Did you ever hear the one about the sukkah that blew away down Sheridan Drive? True story. I was reading today in the foreword. Person said how global warming destroyed sukkahs. And, the truth of the matter is in Buffalo, I think it's going to bring it back. I have a good feeling about it. We're actually going to, so that person lived in New Jersey. But we're going to have sukkahs here in the future. It won't be so crazy blustery because of global warming. Yeah, we got to have some good side effects. We are going to, let's take a deep breath for Shabbat as we come into this space. It's our sanctuary in the parking lot. Who would have ever thought? We breathe in everything that we want to hold on to and let go of all that we want to let go of. As we begin our Shabbat and our Sukkot service tonight, the song that you heard, I believe that is the one that Cantor wrote. Is that not that one? No, a different one. Okay, maybe we'll hear that. Okay, so we are going to do the candles. I'm going to light our candles over here electrically. I should have like a little button. No, I have to do it the old-fashioned kind, with the switch. Page 120 are there's special candles for the holiday, page 384.
Page 384. Baruch ציוונו להדליק נר, להדליק נר של שבת ושל יום טוב.
Blessed are the candles that will light us through Shabbat and Sukkot. We'll turn to the special Kiddush for the holiday, which is on page 386.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei b'ri hagafel.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher b'charbonu mikol ha'am, v'romemanu mikol hasham, v'kiddishanu b'mitzvotav, v'titen lanu Adonai Eloheinu b'ahava, Shabbatot l'menucha, u'modim l'simcha, Chagim וזמנים לששון, את יום השבת הזה וחג הסוכות הזה, זמן שמחתנו מקרא קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי באנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ומועדי קודשך באהבה וברצון, בשמחה וששון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת בישראל והזמנים. Amen.
L'chaim. Boy, can't do. They don't make it easier than
No,
the
they
festival
don't.
Kiddush.
They don't. Poor
I think we
Paul.
blessed-
I gave him a run for his money.
Maybe we just blessed all the holidays for the entire year. Did that happen? That'd be good. One blessing we could use right now. Let's turn to page 389. We have some readings. This, whether you know it, there's actually two Mishkan Tefillahs. There's a sliver version that's just for Shabbat, but we actually, as a congregation, had chosen the more robust one because it has for all the holidays as well. Tonight, let our shelters be strung with the finest fruits of creation: love, fertility, prosperity, wisdom. Let us promise to feed the hungry. Let our harvest bring peace. And we say, Amen. We have our beautiful sukkah over there, and inside, I know Marina Finkelstein had decorated our bima as well with fall colors. If you have a chance to go and take a look, she did a marvelous job. We are going to be continuing with our call to prayer and community, page 394. Oh, Tov Lahodot, I skipped over, sorry about that. Page 390, Tov Lahodot, a special song for Shabbat, 390.
God. It's good to thank God and have this praises to God spring from our lips.
I think we might hear that one again, I suspect. Page 394 with our call to prayer now. For the Barclay, we rise if you're able, and we'll face Sheridan Drive. Standing at the bottom of 397 about Sukkot colors, the fall colors that are starting to enter in any week now. The colors of early evening sky blend and deepen, allowing new lights to be seen, twinkling through the branches, the promise that in darkness new light will be revealed. We continue with the Shema on page 400.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. With me. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Oh, shake it for the Machuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Oh, shake it for the Machuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
You may be seated. Can you feel the sunlight on you now?
Sun came out
So,
from the Shema.
so nice. Yeah, it was perfect timing. Thank you, God. Page 402, we're going to continue with the V'ahavta.
V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha v'chol nafshecha v'chol me'otecha v'hayu advarim ha'ele asher Anochi mitzavlecha hayom ad levavecha v'shinamtam levanecha v'dibartam bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha v'lechtecha b'derech v'shochbecha v'bekumnecha v'kshartam leod v'yadecha v'hayu l'dodavo b'neinecha וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשברך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לרעיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Join with me on 403 in the English. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let these words guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. These words are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. We're going to continue with one that's going to be very familiar to our members here, page 409, Let There Be Love. I invite you to rise. If you're able, we're going to take time for our silent meditation. It begins on page 468 and continues to page 492. Take an opportunity in Hebrew or English or just your own private prayers, and whenever you're ready, you may be seated.
Sukkot Shalom, Sukkot, Sukkot, Shalom Aleichem. Sukkot, Sukkot Shalom, Sukkot, Sukkot, Shalom Aleichem. Ulav etrog and fruits of the fall. Sukkot, Sukkot, Shalom Aleichem. With stars through the branches, I'm 10 feet tall. Sukkot, Sukkot, Shalom Aleichem. Sukkot, Sukkot Shalom, Sukkot, Sukkot, Shalom Aleichem. Sukkot, Sukkot Shalom, Sukkot, Sukkot, Shalom Aleichem.
Is that the one that you wrote? Yes, okay. That's a published work from Cantor. It's included in one musical collection, I believe. And she brings it out. I just forgot which one it was. Now I remember. We are going to turn our prayers to healing now. And we have a lot of people in our community. I don't have a full list here, but I have a couple people in mind. Nancy had sent me the name Michael Gettings. We're going to send the prayers out to them. Doris Sirota. Please send prayers to her, as well as Bob Reese. If you remember from the high holidays, we'll send all our prayers out to them. If you have other names, I'll go around. Just raise your hand.
Marilyn and Dennis.
Janet's suffering as well. I don't want to have the microphones rebound on us. We're going to bring in all those names into our heart, some that were said and some that are just keeping to ourselves, some that are among us that we're praying for. And we'll extend our prayers, hoping that they do what they need to do in this world and that we lend our spirit to all those in need. The Misha Barach is on page 511.
Misha Barach Avotenu Ekor Avraham Avotenu be the source of strength who bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu b'kol bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Complete healing of body and soul. Our prayers go out to all those in need. So we're going to have an opportunity now to hear from Assembly Person Karen McMahon, who has a special presentation in honor of Cantor Frank.
Thanks, Rabbi Alex. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's such an honor to be here tonight with Rabbi Frank, or Cantor Frank, and Rabbi Alex to honor Arlene Frank as a 2021 Woman of Distinction. Every year in my assembly district, in conjunction with Women's History Month, I solicit nominations for women of distinction. And those are women who just go a little bit above and beyond to make the community a better place. And this year, Cantor Frank, you had many nominations, and people nominated you for your adaptability and your innovation in using technology to keep the community together and the congregation active and engaged during the pandemic. And I was also told that your voice was one of peace and comfort in those very dark and uncertain days at the height of the pandemic. So it's a great honor to be with you tonight. I also honored 9 other women from Amherst earlier this summer, and we had a lovely event at Island Park in August. And Arlene was unable to be with us. But
And Jenny is actually here.
Yes. And Jenny Cole was another one of the 2021 Women of Distinction honorees. So cheers to you, Jenny, once again. I honored women from many different walks of life, from government, from healthcare, education, volunteerism, and it's a great honor to present you tonight with
Beautiful. Just gorgeous.
an assembly proclamation honoring Cantor Arlene Frank as a Woman of Distinction for your dedication to Congregation Shir Shalom.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Thank you so much. It's beautiful.
Yours.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations. And I'm also told that the Women of Shir Shalom have something for you as well.
Oh, my.
Would all the women of Shir Shalom please stand up, whether you've paid your dues or not? If you are a woman of Shir Shalom, please stand. So, Cantor Frank, this is from all of us to honor you because we're so pleased that you were selected as a woman of distinction.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
What a wonderful time. I'm so glad we were able to do this on Sukkot, our happiest holiday. And this is really the time on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we beat ourselves up a little bit for things we could have done better. But on Sukkot, we say, we are awesome. We did an amazing job. So what a wonderful way to kind of bring that in with Cantor Frank and recognizing her really, truly heroic efforts. I think you couldn't go beyond tonight with you guys weren't here an hour before when all the equipment was blowing away. That's the type of ingenuity that Karen McMahon was talking about. So we're going to be able to tonight celebrate Sukkot. We have lulavs and etrogs. Sukkot is the holiday where we say, I know winter is coming. Winter in Israel means I don't know if it's going to rain or not. I don't know if we're going to have food. I don't know if we're going to survive a winter. I heard it was El Nino, and it might be a wet, cold winter. So we don't know what's ahead, but we're going to celebrate anyways. And we're going to celebrate the temporary nature of this world, the beauty we have of just being together, the way that we can, the fragility of life, and despite that, the beauty and the awesomeness of it, and everything that makes life worth living. And I think that that's why it's the happiest holiday. The lulav and etrog are 4 species. We have the palm branch, the myrtle. The palm branch is the lulav, the myrtle, which is the hadass. If You've heard of Hadassah, like Esther's name, and the Arava, as well as the citron, the etrog here. And what all these have in common is that they are the left behind plants, the things we really don't use for any other reason except for on Sukkot. They are those things that maybe we didn't realize how great they were until we saw them. And each one of them is very fragile. You can see the arava here, it's already starting to wilt, no matter how much we put in the refrigerator. This etrog, if you've seen the movie Ushpizin, if it just loses its pitom here, it's no good. But still we're going to have a chance to bring these together and say, despite our brokenness, we have a lot to offer, just like the components. Oh yeah, we'd love... Jenny, you want to be our honorary lulav shaker? We could have Karen McMahon too. You could have it. We have 4 of them, so you guys can be in charge of kind of passing it around. Let's see, we are going to be doing Hallel a little bit tonight. Hallel is that part of the Psalms that just brings us happiness. So page 560. And I learned a new term from my rabbi down the road, Rabbi Rosenbaum. He talked to me about the Sukkarena. He taught the kids, the Macarena. So he taught all the kids the Sukkarena. The Sukkarena, we wave it in 6 different directions. We wave it in front of us, behind us, to the right, to the left, up and down, showing that God is all around us and that we are safe together. Okay, so here we go. Cantor's going to lead the Amen. All right, so by the way, Chris, it's your birthday tomorrow. All right, so come on out. We have one more. We have 4 of them. Any other birthdays that I missed? Anyone feeling moved to come and represent? And we'll go around. You guys are going to be the pastors. Linda, you're always so good. You want to come up? Linda, for starting religious school this year. Another kindergarten class on its way. Okay, remember the 6 directions, and then why don't you take it around, and anyone that wants to wave it, be very careful. The lulav, I almost poked my eye out this week. If you just take it like this a little bit wrong, it really hurts. Whenever I'm looking and I want to know how to do a dance or clapping, I look to Linda. So she teaches me how to do it. Okay, so we're going to do 6 directions. So forward, backwards, right, left, up, down. You get a little workout here. All right, so Cantor's going to sing the traditional song. The song has 6 words to it from the Psalms, and each one of them traditionally you would say. Okay. Cantor, I don't think you've had a chance. You want to do it? If anyone wants, yeah, some of them are. There's another strap we need
Chris
on it.
broke this one.
No, it just goes through the other side.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, I think it's okay. Yeah.
Put it
Yeah,
in
don't
the
worry.
box before it falls off.
Delish.
Here's the pan.
Thank you.
Let's see. Wonderful job. Everyone got a chance to wave. We'll have a chance to do it after services. It's really, I found it really spiritual actually, coming around and seeing everyone waving it. It's so invigorating. I figured out, I think this is probably our oldest ritual, because we have no idea what it means. So that's got to be our oldest ritual.
Well, the rabbis have certainly written plenty of meetings into it over the years, right?
Right. Well, that's the great thing. You can add lots of meetings. It's what do they say? We're riding the elephant, and we're the rider. We can tell, but we can't control where the elephant's going. But we can create whatever story we want around it. Wonderful. So what a wonderful way. And given that we've had such the weather, the wind's died down, I think we should still head to the end of the service. Let's turn to page 586 for Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לדור הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצון, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהל, וגורלנו ככל המוענם. אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני המלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Page 591.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ היום ההוא ויום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
You may be seated. We're going to turn to our memorial prayers, which is on page 598. And I want to mention last week we were praying for Alec Cohen, who is Gail Kushner's great nephew, or is she? Gail Summer. Oh, there she is, okay. Sorry, with the mask, it's so hard. He was in Maryland, I think just 29 years old. And he was state trooper and just had health complications, and he's already gone. Our thoughts and prayers are with Gail, her whole family. It's really just heartbreaking. They're getting prepared to give him a whole police send-off, Gail was telling me, down in Maryland, but he'll be eventually buried in Binghamton. So may his memory just be for a blessing, and there's nothing really to say at such times, but we hope that our community can be there for you, and that we can help you remember him as well. We're also remembering Myron Carroll, who's Amy O'Donnell's uncle, Rosemary Chow, Lynn Converso Miller, and Kenneth Nightinger, who died in the last 30 days. On our yard site list from years past, we remember Gloria Atlas, Stanley Bardak, Jocelyn Berg, Estelle Borowitz, Sarah C. Carr, Warren J. Caviar, Lorraine Sherbo, Molly Foreman, Jack Friedman, Samuel Furash, Tilly Glick, Zelda B. Goldenberg, Phyllis Goldman, Betty Goodman, Mary Eisenberg, Leo Kahn, Gordon Kantrowitz, Irving Capro, Kenneth Karch, Bert Kremer, Solomon Kutznitz, Harold J. Mullman, Milton Phillips, Eleanor Reiner, Pauline Rosikoff, Ida Sarah, Milford Sarafti, Macy Savatsky, Edith Schwartz, Betty Levin Simon, Susan Solander Vallis, Benjamin Starsky, David Steinberg, Joseph Stolberg, Benjamin Soltz, Morris Taxon, Jerry Simons, Frank Trippi, Robert Wyckoff, Minna Winiger, and Bella Zebrak. If you have other names you'd like to offer, just raise your hand. All those whose custom it is to rise, again, page 598. Yid Gadal, Yid Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'yalma, Divrach, V'yotei, V'yamlik, Malchutei, V'chayachon, V'yamachon, V'chayed, Achol Beit Yisrael, V'agalah, V'izman, Kari, V'yimuramein, V'hei Shmei Rabbah, V'vorach, V'yolam, Chamei, Lamaya, V'yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpahar, V'yitramam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei D'Kudusha, Leila, Min Kol Birchata, V'shirata, Tush B'chata, V'nechamata, Damiram, V'yalma, V'yimuramein, V'hei Shlam Rabbah, Min Shemaya, Chaim Aleinu V'yal Kol Yisrael, V'yimuramein, Osa Shalom, V'yimamav, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu V'yal Kol Yisrael, V'yal Kol Yoshvei Tevel, V'yimuramein. May the one who creates harmony and high bring peace to us, to all Israel, to all the world, and we say,
Amen.
You may be seated, Zikronam Livracha. I'd like to invite over Bruce Corris, who is our immediate past president, to offer the announcements.
Shabbat Shalom again, everyone. Welcome to our, as I said, our final official Park and Pray service of the year. Thank you to Rabbi Alex, Cantor Frank, Paul Staley for a really nice service tonight. Kind of chilly with the breeze, but you guys warmed us up nicely.
This is not the, what is it, Shabbat and Shiver? What were you going to
No, we haven't done a Shivering Shabbat.
Shivering Shabbat.
There's still time for that. There's still time for that.
It doesn't count yet?
No, not even.
Look at Chris.
Well, Chris
and
is a
Julia.
wuss. What
Doesn't
can
count?
I say? What can I say? This is not even close. We were colder than this last year. Special thanks also to Assemblywoman Karen McMahon for coming to present the cantor with your award, and mazel tov to you on being named one of the women of distinction. What?
She's very, very patient.
Yes, thank you. And thank you. Rabbi mentioned earlier that Marina Finkelstein, and I think Robin Brayfield, you helped also decorating the sanctuary. Just you? Oh, Betsy Zappia helped this year. Okay. Decorated the sanctuary for Sukkot. We will be, of course, inside next Friday night, and you can see the fruits of their, literally the fruits of their labor. But tonight, before you leave, if you want to pop your head in and check it out, it's really nice. And they planted those gourds themselves. They came from their gardens. They're all homegrown, so they're really special.
Also, Yisker on Tuesday morning will be in the sanctuary.
Oh, okay. So we've got some stuff. Let me see if that's on my list.
I mean, they'll be able to see the decorations
Right.
also.
No, that's true too. Yes, it's on my list.
Oh, good.
Excellent. Also, thank you for those of you, everyone who RSVP'd for tonight. Especially as we move inside as well. It's so important that we know how many people are coming so we can be prepared for that. So thank you. Tomorrow morning we have Torah study 9 a.m. via Zoom, Shabbat morning service at 11 a.m. under the tent, unless it's raining, of course. Please go to the website for the link if you would like to attend the service in person, RSVP to Joanne. Sunday, we're back with our third day of our new community religious school, which is just going gangbusters. It is so exciting. This is historic, and in Western New York, in Jewish education, we have kids from Congregation Shir Shalom, Temple Beth Tzedek, Temple Beth Zion, and some unaffiliated as well. So it's really off to a wonderful start. Also, Sunday morning, the men's group will be here taking down the Temple Sukkah at 9 a.m. No experience needed if you would like to help. I said that guy. Oh, okay. So this is apparently fake news. Sorry about that. 11:30. Okay. By the way, I said to Joanne with the stuff, the decoration, it kind of looks like our sukkah has a mohawk this year. Don't you think? Anyway, so it'll come down on Sunday. Thank you to everyone who participated in Service Sunday with North Presbyterian Church. Everyone worked together on projects in the community, including our sukkah. Thank you to Julia Cohan for serving on the committee and helping to get that organized. Monday night, we were going to do Erev Simchat Torah service under the tent at 6 o'clock, weather permitting, and then Tuesday morning in the sanctuary at 10:30 for the Yizkor service. So please observe Simchat Torah with your temple family. Thank you to everyone who either volunteered for Shabbatas or supported it. Paul was here as usual, right on time. These Shabbatas are so important to us, and we certainly appreciate your help. We have a really exciting thing coming up a week from tomorrow, and that's Walk Off Hunger, as we help the hungry of Western New York. This is our 14th walk. As you know, Temple Beth Ham founded that walk in 2008. The first 4 walks were held right here in our parking lot. Then it moved over to Island Park. Last year with the pandemic, we split it out into smaller locations, including right back here, the original route, and it's back here again this year. It is a week from tomorrow. The walk begins at 10, so if you haven't signed up yet, there's an email out with a link to do so. If you can't walk, you can certainly make a donation to the temple team, and it's a wonderful thing. We, over the years, have raised so much money to provide millions of meals for Western New Yorkers, and it is so important. And our all-time leading pledge producer, not just of us, but of the walk in general, the person who has raised more money than anyone else, Jenny Pohl, will be right here for Walk Off Hunger that day, so come on out. Next Friday, we will be indoors, as I mentioned, Erev Shabbat service at 7 o'clock in the sanctuary. As we move forward, obviously, we are going to continue to evaluate things and change our protocols as necessary, always putting your safety first. If you need anything at all, please feel free to reach out to the rabbi, the cantor, Joanne, Todd, or myself. We are here for you. As you leave tonight, we will not be handing out ice cream treats for obvious reasons, but Joanne managed to find some individually wrapped baked goods and other things, so please enjoy them. Shabbat Shalom, and thank you for being part of our Shir Shalom family.
Thank you, Bruce. And you did get a laugh out of me with the mohawk. That's perfect. Just so you know, for Simchat Torah, Cantor and I were talking, and 6 o'clock we're going to do it, because we're going to try to do it under the tent over there. We're going to have 5 Torahs. You can take a tour, as opposed to unwrapping, which we're not quite ready for that yet because of the pandemic. But at least we'll be able to see kind of the Torah. We'll take you on a tour, and we'll sing, and Paul's going to be there, so it should be really wonderful. We'll get a little Freilock here. It won't be the same, but hopefully next year we'll be post-pandemic, and we can do the whole thing. Okay, so we are ready for our final hymn, which is Turn, Turn, Turn. This is part of the Ecclesiastes, and that's traditionally read on Sukkot, 664.
To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And the time for every purpose time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to love, a time to weep. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. Sing with me. A time to build up, a time to break down, a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time of love, a time of hate, a time of war, a time of peace, a time you may embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. Everyone, to everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to gain, a time to lose, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time of love, a time of hate, a time for peace. I swear it's not too late. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven.
Our holiday challah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. As you came in peace, may you leave in peace. Be very careful around the parking lot. Turn your prayer books over here. And we have one final recessional song. While people are going. Okay. Wonderful to have you. And thank you. You should all get a medal for being out here. And Chris, for your birthday, you get the challah.